Hey there, survivors. Cougar here, checking out some early access playtest footage for Subnautica Below Zero. This video will have spoilers about Subnautica Below Zero. If you don't want to know this stuff, do not watch this video. What we're actually going to be watching here is a mashup of two different videos, one from developer Klegran that was streamed on Twitch, and one from lead writer Tom Jubert that went up on his YouTube page. Let's get started. This is Klegran's video to begin with. Oh, an alarm. I hate alarms. Turn that alarm off. So this is our protagonist, Robin Goodall, here on the research station. Oh, that knuckle crack. Note bene, all text and voice is work in progress and not representative of the final product. Still inside the base here, you'll see there's a poster of the Vesper station on the wall up here. It's a nice looking base. I'd be happy with this as a research base. So we're going to switch back and forth between Klegran's video and Tom Jubert's video because there are some audio issues on Klegran's video. The audio sounds a bit better on Tom Jubert's, but Tom Jubert's is only about 8 minutes long. So we're gonna watch through Klegran's up to the point where they overlap, where Tom Jubert's video starts. See here, Klegran has his voice volume turned all the way down, so he's about to pause the game and start it back up again with the volume a bit higher.
With this GPS tracker up at the research site.
Understood. I'll go take a look as soon as I'm ready.
Roger that.
And Sam, the formal bit's cute, but we shared a womb. Would it kill your career to act like we'd met before?
Damn it,
How
Robin,
beautiful
you know
is
these
this? Look at
conversations are
that.
monitored.
I don't care who knows it's cute. I've been here 2 weeks and we've hardly spoken.
Alright, we're about to switch to Tom Jubert's video.
Transferring straight to the planet.
We're going to hear all that voiceover work again. This is Tom Jubert's video, and you can hear the voiceover work a bit more clearly here. The frames aren't quite as good. But you can see, we'll see some prawn suits stacked up there on the right that we didn't see in Klegran's video.
Station 0, this is Vesper. Come in.
Hi, Sam.
We lost contact with Jeffries up at the research site.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Understood?
So at this point, they're overlapping.
It's cute, but we've shared a womb. Would it kill
Those are
your career to
thermal
act like we've
lilies.
met
They're
before?
attracted to heat.
Robin, you know these conversations are monitored.
I don't care who knows it's cute. I've been here 2 weeks. We've hardly spoken.
Because you went straight to the planet. Find Jeffries, chat later.
Yes, Mom.
That's not her mom, that's her twin sister. But anyway, this is the research area that they were originally researching. See those thermal lilies rotate to find the heat. This was the first precursor site that they were all working on. And then one of the scientists went missing. And now Robin's down here and she's going to try and find the missing scientist. PDA on the ground there.
How'd you know my name? I come in peace. Sam, the building just powered up. It spoke to me.
Are you safe? It's never done that before.
I'm fine. No sign of Jeffries.
I've got an electrical storm on the sensors.
I think it's already here.
That cabin isn't stable. I want you to get back to...
Sam? Damn it!
Well, lightning struck up there. Caused a little avalanche that's blocked her way back. So she's going to find an alternate route back. Look at those icicles. Those look so cool. And the weather effects look great too. I like the snow. And the lightning flashing. I have to say, these above ground areas look phenomenal. I'm so excited to get in and explore some of this Arctic environment. Oopsie. No getting up that way. Guess we're gonna have to swim. So here we're starting to...
The environment is no longer safe, and your PDA has rebooted in emergency mode. Be advised, high wind speeds will cause lethal exposure in 4 minutes.
This is an oxygen plant. This will replenish 30 units of oxygen, and it will refill itself over time. Nice little place to catch our breath there, and we're back out into open water. Ah, as beautiful as it looks underground, I'm just so taken with these above ground shots. It looks great. These ice flows, the snow, the wind. Again, to mention again that all the sound work is still a work in progress. So we got some penguins over there. We're going to see the penguins again when we switch back to Klegran's video. But very nice underwater swimming animations. I think the baby penguins, their swim animation is not complete yet in this video. That's a panacharid, which is a seal-like creature. I'm going to assume that they have stalker-like behavior. I don't know that they'll attack us or not. We seem kind of large for them to attack. Ah, but the swimming animations look great.
Robin, come in.
I copy. I'm out in open water.
Stay where you are. I'm sending a rescue shuttle.
No, I'm okay. I just need shelter.
Fine, I'm sending a temporary habitat instead. Look up.
Thank you, Sam.
Call me when you get there.
Look up, Tom. Oh, a little buggy swimming animation on the ice flow there, but... Alright, Tom looks up. There's the life pod drop coming down from Vesper. This is the Twisty Bridges biome. See, no swim animation for the baby penguins. Those are called penglings. And Tom's video is about to come to an end. So we're about to switch back to Klegran's video right at the point where this life pod splashes down and he enters it for the first time. So we're not missing anything in terms of the progression here. Life pod comes down, it settles, it's going to deploy its legs, and then solar panels on either side.
New blueprint acquired.
Sam, I'm at the habitat. Any word on Jeffries?
Nothing yet.
And the facility? It said my name. I need to know why.
I know. Make something to eat. Get equipped. I'll have answers by then.
Will do.
Okay, now we're going back to Klegran's video. At exactly the same point that we left off of Tom Jubert's video. Tom's video ends there, so we're picking up here with Klegran.
Discovered.
Bladderfish looks the same. I don't know if it's going to look different in the end.
New creature discovered.
Hoopfish looks the same, but we're going to see some new creatures here in just a minute. Hang in there. Now, Klegran's video was an hour long, so I've edited it down. I've cut out some of the parts where we don't really see anything new or exciting.
Oxygen.
And this initial progression looks very similar to Subnautica in terms of your initial day one priorities, the kind of stuff that you can build off of the fabricator in that life pod. Twisty Bridges biome looks great. Limestone, it appears, still gives copper titanium. Those are ribbon plants. Now, ribbon plants are the new acid mushrooms. You need ribbon plants to make batteries, but they are not as easy to find as acid mushrooms were in Subnautica. You're going to have to look a little bit harder to find ribbon plants. So Klegran's just doing some basic gathering here to try to make some equipment. Not sure what all these the plants are called. I presume they do have names, but I haven't bothered to learn what they are. Those purple things look really cool. The purple bulby things.
Oxygen.
There are definitely some sound issues still with the game, but, you know, they tell you that right off the bat, so... Still a work in progress. Alright, in just a minute, we're going to start seeing some new stuff. Hang in there. Alright, back in our little life pod thingy. Using the fabricator for the first time. Some cooked fish. A battery using ribbon plant and copper ore. He wants to make an O2 tank from fiber mesh. To get the fiber mesh, he's going to need creepvine samples. To get the creepvine samples, he's going to need a knife. To get a knife, he's going to need silicone rubber. He's got to go find creepvine seed clusters. But for now, he makes a battery. 2 batteries. Now the sound effects, the sounds that we're hearing here are all Subnautica sounds. I'm going to assume that we'll hear different sounds from the creatures in the game once the sound work is finished. There's a panacharid.
New creature discovered.
That's not new to us, it's a
Oxygen.
boomerang. We know what boomerang fish look like. So there's creepvine. Looks a little bit different. Not quite as green. Certainly the seed clusters are a different color.
New blueprint acquired.
Alright, you got enough there, Klegran? Yeah, you got enough. Oh, maybe one more.
Oxygen.
He's got what he needs to make the silicone rubber, to make the knife, and he can go out and cut some creepvine and make himself fiber mesh, which he's going to need to make an oxygen tank. Silicone rubber and a knife. A scanner using a battery and titanium. Fiber mesh from creepvine samples. I think Klegran is thinking ahead there to getting the Sea Glide blueprint. So he made some lubricant so we can make a sea glide. And of course, you gotta get fed. New water drinking sound. Good-sized storage that is far more noticeable than the one in the bench in the life pod in Subnautica. Alright, let's go see something new and interesting. What do you think? So what we're not seeing here is the temperature being an issue. Maybe that doesn't come into play until later, or maybe it just is not in the game yet. I know they're working on that. Always a good idea to save frequently.
New blueprint acquired.
Yeah, but for now we're not seeing the temperature being an issue at all.
Oxygen.
This little pod's gonna get pretty claustrophobic pretty quickly. I hope we can either get back to dry land or start building our own stuff soon. Oh, one thing to point out here, this life pod does not have a built-in medkit fabricator. So if you want a medkit off the bat, which you probably are going to want, it looks like you're going to have to build your own, unless they just haven't put it in the pod yet. If memory serves, I believe Klegran does actually craft a medkit at some point. Saw the recipe was the medkit recipe was highlighted there, meaning he could build it. So whatever is required to build it, he has on him already. Well, at least the water sounds like water now. Doesn't sound like you're actually eating something. So far, other than the different looking plants and the life pod being underwater instead of on top of the water, you haven't seen a heck of a lot that's new and different.
New blueprint acquired.
But we will soon enough. Those are the penguins.
Oxygen.
Those are the baby penguins. Penguins. They eat almost exclusively fish regurgitated by their parents, just like terrestrial penguins. And here we get a good look at some of the animations for the penguins and penguins. Look nice. I love the way it jumps up out of the water and lands on its belly, just like our penguins. Very nice. So in terms of research here, any precursor stuff that you find and scan will give you some kind of supply drop from the Vesper. There's a panacharid, the seal-like creatures. An intelligent and curious creature hunts and forages below the waterline.
Oxygen.
Yeah, that's going to be creepy if you get that oxygen message and you look up and it's just solid ice overhead. Uh-oh. Gonna have to keep that in mind. These are sea monkeys. Aren't they beautiful? The animations are lovely. They're lovely. Their colors are wonderful. Medium-sized, medium intelligence. Very pretty to look at. So we're starting to hear some music in the background here. Now this is Subnautica music by their old sound designer, Simon Chilinsky. Remember, Simon is no longer with the company. The new music will be composed by Ben Prunty, who is the composer behind the music for the hit game FTL and Into the Breach, and other games as well. Those are, I think, the two best-known games that he's worked on. Here we see some precursor tech that Klegran's going to scan. Precursor bounty. Gain rewards for scanning precursor technology. So, an additional incentive to scan stuff. It's not just for yourself anymore. You're actually doing these scans for a reason. Crash fists are still around, and there we heard Robin squeak a bit.
30 seconds.
That may take some getting used to. Now, the Panacarids...
Location uploaded to PDA.
Hey, can I get a sit rep?
I could use some better equipment.
I can't authorize another drop right now. Hold on. There's an emergency cache in your area. It hasn't been touched since the scouts landed 6 months ago.
Could be useful.
You have the coordinates.
Obviously some frame drops here. Now, keep in mind that optimization is always one of the final steps before release. There's no point optimizing a game before everything is in it. Alright, third Sea Glide fragment.
Acquired.
So optimization will come last. So you can expect to see poor optimization here, frame drops, etc. Lags, stutters. Now, Klegran's going for the Sea Glide here, but in the meantime, he has crafted a beacon to mark a location. I was about to say that the Panacarids, the seal-like creatures, it would be unusual if they wanted to attack us. We definitely are larger than the fish that they would be preying on. But at the same time, we're not seeing any dangerous creatures so far, which kind of makes this the safe shallows of below zero. But even in the safe shallows, you've got the stalkers to worry about. Look at this beautiful Arctic peeper. He's gonna catch it in a second.
New creature discovered.
Oh, that looks so nice. So again, like the early game in Subnautica, we're getting some beacons right off the bat to kind of give us a place to go and things to see. I would imagine that, like in Subnautica, at a certain point we will stop getting beacons and it will open up to more free-form exploration and maybe a little detective work on our parts to put some clues together and figure out where we need to go. But just to get us started, yeah, we've got a beacon to head for.
Oxygen.
Always a good idea to save often. There, we just saw a sea monkey on the left side of the screen there. Those are really pretty. I can't wait to spend some time with those.
New blueprint acquired.
The sound all feels a bit rough right now, but that could just be the system that Klegran is on right now. Oh, there's the beacon. Emergency supply drop with a data box containing the blueprint for...
New blueprint 30 seconds.
a high-capacity oxygen tank. So what we're not going to see in this video,
Oxygen.
something I'm really looking forward to, is the hover bike. There are in what the developers are calling hover zones in the game. So I'm assuming that the game progression will take you to specific above ground areas where you will be given the opportunity to use the hover bike. Now he took damage there. I don't know from what. I don't see any predators or anything around. There were no crash fish noises. I'm not sure what just damaged him there. But so I skipped ahead to a point. I skipped about 5 minutes worth of footage there, where nothing much happened. Oh, sea monkeys, sea monkeys. Loving the sea monkeys. He cooked that beautiful Arctic peeper, what a shame. Water, right now, the only recipe in his water tab is from bladderfish. So, it looks like at the start, that may be our only source of water. I think he's going to be able to build the Sea Glide here. Yes. All right. Now we're cooking with
I've got a
gas.
lead. An alien sanctuary in the Twisty Bridges, 200 meters down.
I need to go back to the research site.
You can't.
Why not?
CEO's orders. We're trying to keep you alive.
Only because salaries cost less than lawsuits.
Is that cynicism making you friends down there?
Oh, sure. They're just not human.
I'm sending the sanctuary details to your PDA's databank.
All right, I'll take a look.
Just let me know what you find and don't get me in trouble.
They're trying to keep us alive by sending us to an unknown alien location instead of getting us back to the research base. That seems a little backwards to me, but we'll go with it. think he's going to make a health kit here. Oh, he needs 2 creepvine samples for fiber mesh. And now I think he's going to use the fiber mesh to make a med kit. Yep. Let's go sea gliding. So we got that first beacon to the emergency supply drop. Now we've got another beacon to an alien sanctuary site. Crash fish everywhere, but in addition, there's a brute shark out there somewhere.
"30 seconds.
That's a brute shark sound. I don't think it's the final brute shark sound. Work in progress. There's the brute shark, I think, or was that a panacrid? Maybe. I didn't get a good look at it.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased. "30 seconds.
It's an oxygen plant. Again, these oxygen plants replenish 30 oxygen. There is another way to replenish oxygen underwater in the game. That is via the Titan holefish. The Titan holefish creates oxygen, but is guarded by symbiote fish. So you can, if you see a Titan holefish, you can swim up to it and grab some oxygen off it, but at the risk of pissing off the symbiote fish that are guarding it.
30 seconds.
Oh, that looks great. Coming up from below like that, except for the serious hangs. He wants the high-capacity O2 tank that he got the blueprint for back at that emergency drop. And he needed silver to build it. And now we can make it. Alright, and he's up to 135 seconds of oxygen. Spare battery for his sea glide. Spare battery for his scanner, his flashlight. Lots of... Now, from time to time, you hear what sound like thermal vents, but I think that's just the audio looping. I've never actually seen a thermal vent here.
100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
30 oxygen from an oxygen plant. Lots of crash fish. Somehow these crash fish have been able to adapt to this cold water. Seems like a lot of crash fish, doesn't it? Brute shark. Oh yeah. That looks pretty good. I think the animations still need a little tweaking, but looks kind of scary. Ow. But for all the frame drops and stuff and him saving every 5 minutes, the game does look pretty stable. He doesn't crash at all. Nice. Oh, I just love the above water environment. Looks great. He was just getting some more Cheetos. We'll be moving again in a second. Oh, we got a little bit of rain falling. The weather effects look nice. A rock puncher. Check it out. So I don't think they'll be hostile to us unless we tick them off.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
The brute sharks there again. He's still going down.
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Crash fish at 200 meters? Really? We didn't see any that deep in the first game. It is going to be really, really easy to get lost down in here in the twisty bridges. But it sure looks nice. They may have overdone it a little on the crash fish. Maybe they've just got those in there as kind of placeholders to provide some challenge in these first areas where you're not seeing a lot of predators.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
He has found the alien site. That the young lady up on the Vesper sent us to. And here we go. So this is it, guys. That was Klegran's stream of Below Zero early access playtesting. Hope you enjoyed it watching it with me. And there'll be more previews to come down the line. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe, stay dry.